We've got busy times ahead. Going to be building that building starting early next week. We've got to get our tower properties mowed at least once here before all of this building project starts. So that's what we're going to do today. I've got Bobby with me to help with the trimming on the Ventrac, and I've got the Rebel here, YT359 on the TS10, and it shouldn't take us long at all to mow this. Since I've got Bobby to help with the trimming, I'm going to try to focus on the big areas. That's kind of hard for me because I really enjoy the trimming with this tractor or with the TS10. I just think it's a fun challenge. Last season we focused on how long it took us to mow it with 3 different configurations. We tried with a 4-foot mower, we tried with a 6-foot mower on the 3520 John Deere, 30 PTO horsepower, and we tried with this TS10 on that same 3520. And the mowing times went from 5 hours and 45 minutes to 2 hours and 41 minutes. Now, this time today is not going to be fair compared to any of those because I've got Bobby to help with the trimming. But I'm able to go so much faster with this TS10 and this Yanmar tractor. It's a bigger tractor that it's going to go a lot faster. I'm using the same approach, going around it 3 times, maybe 4 times, probably 3 times. And then I'll start back and forth over here. I'm going 4.5 miles per hour right now. I've got it set on cruise control. I've set the mower a little bit lower right now than what I had it set with the 3520 last fall. The material is not as tall as it was then, and so I'm able to mulch it pretty well. And I thought it looked really good, cut a little bit lower, and I got plenty of horsepower to handle it, so why not?
Of course, Bobby's never mowed back here before, so I'm going to take out around this angle over here to show him where the boundaries are of the property. There's a little less than 1 acre spot over there just in front of my tractor that's owned by the folks across the road, and they seem to make it clear that they didn't want me mowing their property. I've got myself into a spot back here where I can hardly get out. I'm going to have to come in here and cut some of these limbs so that I can drive on through rather than having to back up in this tight spot and try to turn around.
You see that fence over there beside you a little bit, Bobby? Yeah, that's the border. In our last video, mowing the lawn with the Woods TB1220, I mentioned that the cab was a bit louder than what I remembered on the dealer's lot. And I also attributed it to that Woods mower. Well, that was appropriate for me to do because here the cab is 79 dB, where when I was mowing with that Woods mower, it was 82 dB. So yeah, 79 to me, that is excellent for a compact tractor.
It appears that my wings are cutting a little bit lower than the center section. That's an easy adjustment. There are turnbuckles on each wing wheel that allow you to adjust that height, and I probably just need to give that another look. It's also possible that I've got it a little bit high in the front. That adjustment needs to be made each time you connect to a different tractor, or at least a tractor with a different drawbar height. If it is a little high in the front, that would leave the same symptoms, right? That middle blade would cut just a little higher than the wings. I mention all this to say that it's easy to diagnose and adjust this mower. I guess I was just in too much of a hurry and I wanted to get her cut today.
Now each time I mow this, I get comments from folks saying, why don't you mow round and around the whole time? It would be a lot more efficient. Wish you would learn to do that. Yeah, that may be true, may not be true, I don't know. But I don't enjoy mowing around and around the whole field repeatedly like that. It's just not something I enjoy doing. This feels more like big farming to me, and so that's what I do. You know, when we're farming, we don't farm around and around the field. We farm back and forth, and that's just the way it feels comfortable and natural to me. So that's why I'm going to do it that way. It's rough out here. This is the roughest spot. Well, this spot lays wet. This is where I got the gator stuck last winter. Not this, a year and a half ago. Yeah, it's some of it is quite ready to be mowed. Times, so I wasn't too worried as long as I didn't catch it more than half.
Bobby's using the Ventrac fine cut flail mower. We find that just to be a good all-around mower, and it's really handy to trim with in a situation like this. It can handle some bigger brush if you happen to get into it, and that allows us to confidently use it around these brushy areas. But the best part is just how handy it is for trimming. I can trim all of this with the TS10, no question, but it's a lot faster with Vinny.
You left just a little bit.
I'm not sure if I could have got it all or not. I think I could have had I driven perfect. We've got a little bit more brush to remove here between me and the building. We'll get to that sometime. I keep saying that, but we keep kind of chipping away at it when we have an hour or two and some attachment we want to try there. And I definitely have one more new attachment to try. I just haven't got it plumbed together yet. And then when we get it that way, we'll try to get back here and finish that off. Mowing around these guy wires is always an adventure. People ask why we don't put this up for hay. Well, I'm not in the hay business, number one. But number two, the guy wires are a pain. And there's cheaper, easier ways for guys to make hay. I don't know what kind of grass I'm dealing with right here, but year after year, this is the hardest grass to cut. It pulls hard. It's really thick, meaning there's a lot of stems in it. But yeah, it pulls as hard as any grass I mow anywhere. It's just different than Kentucky 31 fescue too. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know what it is. Well, now's a good time, Bobby. Got a couple of good rounds here if you want to try it. Well, Bobby, you got to run that 10-foot mower. What'd you think?
It's okay. I did the backing it up in a day or two.
It's going to take a little while. Yeah, it takes a little while to back. The wheels are so far back there. And then it doesn't follow you quite straight when you're turning.
Yeah.
So it takes some practice there, but you seem to be pretty good at that from the first time.
I had to make long turns.
Yeah, you have to make wide turns with it. It won't turn right back around on itself. The tires will hit the drawbar, which is a good thing because if they didn't, they'd hit the PTO shaft and that'd be even worse.
Yeah.
But we got her mowed.
Okay.
About 2 hours. And that includes all the time that we stopped and rejiggered and
Mess
That's
with
my
camera
word.
equipment.
yep. Camera equipment, the drone got out of control. Everything got out of control but you, Bobby.
I'm too old to be out of control.
Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on Tractor Time with Tim.
The glory of young men is their strength. Gray hair, the splendor of the old.
I thought you would turn.